forecast today, mostly cloudy, breezy, and flurries with a high of 34. And tonight, cloudy skies and a few flurries or snow possible with a low of 20 degrees. Right now in Milwaukee, it's 28 degrees. I'm Nazir Spencer, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 9:08.
The following program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World Travel and not WTMJ or Good Karma brands. Need a vacation? Whether it's the trip of a lifetime or a weekend getaway, we can help. This is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
And good morning. Yes, not Dayton Kane this morning. Steve Scaffidi from Point Taken. I'm filling in for Dayton and filling in for Rose Gray, Andrea Pradarelli, who's been here before many times.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing good. It's not snowing today here, so
it feels travel-y today, doesn't it?
It does. Yep, I could get some out of here and go someplace warm today.
Yeah, and I know there's a lot of snow lovers and those folks who love to ski and all that stuff. But for those of us who like to go to warm places, there's opportunities there. We're going to talk about some fun stuff today. As always, your calls and texts are welcome. Andrea's prepared to answer them. I'll do my best if you have a question on one of my trips. 855-616-1620, deciding unlimited WTMJ text line. So where do we want to start today? What are we talking about? What's hot and fresh in the Fox World Travel world?
Well, I don't know how I got to draw the lucky card 2 years in a row, but I have a fun announcement that I get to make. I think Rose has been teasing it the last couple weeks.
We call this breaking news.
Breaking news. We should probably talk about the text line first, though, before we get to that, because I think my exciting announcement might take over the bulk of the show otherwise. Today, the text line, if you text FWT, F like Fox, W like World, T like Travel, to 855-616-1620. You are going to get a link this time around that will allow you to RSVP to an exclusive event that we've got going on in the next couple weeks. March 5th, which is a Thursday, from 1 to 3 p.m., we are doing an Insight Vacations and African Travel show at the Red Circle Inn in Nashotah. We've done some shows there before. I think Dayton actually came to one of ours in the past when we were talking about Italy. He was excited about that. This one is going to focus around, again, those the brands that we've talked about, Insight Vacations and African Travel. We have a lot of cool groups that we do with them. You can do it on your own outside of one of our specific exclusive groups that we've got, but Insight travels the world, and African Travel obviously is all things related to travel in Africa. They are very high-end. They are very luxury. We're going to have our partners from both Insight and African Travel there to help talk about some of their product, what makes them unique, some of the itineraries that they do in the destinations. And we've got some groups, again, to both, so we can talk about those when we come to. So it's a pretty intimate experience. Last couple times we've done events there, we have been at capacity. So we definitely want you to RSVP ahead of time so we know you're coming. We can make sure we've got the space for you. And again, explore the world with two of our favorite partners.
Yeah, and I've actually done a podcast with Rose Gray on that very subject, African travel. It is hot. She's done it a bunch of times. Have you been to Africa? Have you done it?
I've been to the continent. We were just talking about Egypt before.
Yes.
I've been to Egypt. I haven't been with African Travel, but anyone that we have that has gone, whether they are an advisor with Fox or any of our travelers, just comes back and just says it was top tier bucket list items for a lot of people. But yeah, like you said, that is a very hot destination for a lot of people right now.
I've done, I think, 6 listener trips with Fox Road Travel, and so I've gotten a nice group of people who also travel away from my trips, and one of them was in Africa and texting me from their experience. They said, "This is unbelievable. You are seeing these animals up close. You're getting the sort of the fun part too. You have these great experiences with sort of I call it glamping.
It is, yes,
but it's really tricked out. The food's amazing. The wine, all that stuff. That's sort of a cool thing that most of us who sort of travel, I would say I'm in the middle, like pretty much, not like all the time. This is one of those experiences that you have to put on your bucket list to go cross off.
Yeah, and they really do it differently than other companies that travel to Africa. They're much smaller groups. They have these really tricked out Jeeps that they take you on if you're doing something that has safari. They've got coolers on board. They'll stop and do like a bush lunch halfway through, and their guides are just the top echelon of guides in that area. And like you said, you're just getting the most immersive experience. If that's something that is, and there's so many, you can go to Tanzania, you can go to Kenya, and they're all so different and kind of have their own unique stories and vibes. And that is a huge part of why having one of these events is so important. So you can go and learn the differences and what might be best for you.
So text FWT, Fox World Travel, not that complicated, 855-616-1620. Find out about the event. Inside Vacations, African Travel will be there. Red Circle in Nashotah, Wisconsin. I said that right, Nashotah,
You did,
Wisconsin.
yes.
Thursday, March 5th, 1 to 3, right in the afternoon. I could actually go to that. And I've never been to that part. I'm going to Egypt, as you said, in a couple of weeks, or in a week. But I think for those people who want to find out what that's like, what the experience is like, why not talk to the people who are the experts on it, not just Fox World Travel, but the folks from Inside and African Travel.
Yep. So yeah, we'll have Rose is going to be there. We'll have the reps from both of those companies. We'll have several advisors too. So if that's something you want to talk to somebody about afterwards, this is a great opportunity for you to get to know a little bit more about both products.
The texts and questions are coming in. We'll take a break here in a second. Andrea Pradarelli joining us from Fox World Travel. Any other breaking news before we sort of take a break and get on to the business of the day?
The business of the day is going to be the breaking news next. So stay with us because I think there's going to be some really exciting stuff I get to announce.
In the radio business, that's called a tease, as you know, because you've been here before. So let's get those questions coming in the text line, 855-616-1620. That is the Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talk and text line. Lots more to come on the Fox World Travel Show. Rose, wherever you are, hope you're listening. She's probably out there having fun. We'll take your calls and texts after this on this Saturday on 620 WTMJ.
Vince Vitrano here with your HVAC guy, Urban Heating and Cooling. How much longer does that furnace have? Question to ask my man Ryan. His family-owned business with his wife Ellie, based in Franklin. They serve all of southeast Wisconsin. Now, what Ryan most wants to do is help you get as much life out of that furnace that you've already got. But when you have him in for a tune-up, now he can give you an honest assessment on how much longer that older unit will hold out. Free estimate is always part of the deal, so you know it will fit your budget. Tell him Vinny sent you when you call urbanheatingandcooling.com.
Business owners
and right-hand men and women.
When you make the catering call for your office gathering,
Make it Marty's Pizza.
for pizza, pasta, subs, wings, appetizers, and more.
Delivered in our heated oven delivery trucks.
Our catering delivery range has expanded.
All the way east into Brookfield.
Just log on to martyspizza.net for easy online ordering.
Or give us a call at 262-646-3327. 262-646-3327.
Marty's Pizza. Do you remember when times were good? Well, they're good again. It's as good today as it was in the past. It doesn't get any better than that. Remember Marty's Pizza.
So if you're looking to install a new glass shower door, you're going to want to see selection. The more you see, the better choice you can make. And that's why our store is loaded with 20 different glass shower door options. And what sets Les's Glass apart is that you're going to have somebody close by for help who's been here for years and years to ask them questions and get reliable answers. Now, no one's going to be hounding you, but when you need an answer, you're not going to have to search around. One thing you can count on at Les's Glass is that there will always be a member of our staff here with decades of experience. And that matters, because how many times have you been at the big box home improvement store, walking around trying to find someone who can actually answer your questions? This is Stacy Sinks. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Les's Glass. Les's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lesglassservice.com.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
Planning a vacation? We've got you covered. You're listening to the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Hey, Steve Scaffidi and Andrea Pradarelli joining you. Rose is in Puerto Vallarta. She checked in, by the way. I don't know if you saw this, Andrea. She's watching and listening. You both look great. We already knew we both looked great.
Thank you, Rose.
Hopefully we sound fantastic as well. All right, so let's just reestablish. We had some breaking news. Let's get the text thing going.
Yeah, the text line is still open for any questions, comments that you guys have for sure. You can also text FWT, F like Fox, W like World, T like Travel to 855-616-1620 to get the link to register for that really exciting show that we're going to be doing with our partners at Insight Vacations and African Travel on March 5th, 1 to 3 p.m. at the Red Circle in Nashotah. But the thing that I'm really excited, the thing I came here specifically to talk about today, Steve. Again, I got to do this last year too. I don't know how that timing worked out, but the wait is over. The first wave of our exclusive 2027 Fox Group Vacations collection has been launched and is here. We have lots of people that have gotten on our insiders list that got an email sent to them on Thursday.
Tell people why that's important, because you sort of get that advanced look, right?
Yes, and you can register to get on the insiders list on our website. So what it is you get insider information, the first scoop and sneak peek at anything that we've got coming out related to those group vacations that we do. Steve, I know you do some with Fox. We have a tour manager go along, and we really handcraft and handpick tours that we know are really hot destinations, the great times of year to travel with the partners that we want to do business with. And we customize those. We take a lot of the itineraries that they already have, and then we make it perfect for us and what we know that the travelers want. And by getting on that insiders list, you can get, again, the inside information. To find out how to get that and to reference a lot of the groups that I'm going to be talking about today, visit our website, foxworldtravel.com. If you click on that little hamburger icon in the top left-hand corner under vacation travel, you are going to see group travel. And then under that Fox Group Vacations link, you're going to be able to see, again, all of the groups that we've got for 2026 and the ones that we have now launched for 27. And right on that first page is a little teal box that says sign up for our insiders list. You can do that. Again, we'll send emails periodically, just again, keeping you up to date. But yeah, those first round of people that had them the last time got that list already on Thursday night. And we had lots of people calling in Friday morning, booking into some of the ones that they've had high on their bucket list.
Yeah, and someone who's done group travel with Fox, it is the best. It's so much fun. There's a lot of experienced travelers, also some new people, and they sort of blend together.
Yeah.
So you get to bring some of that experience that you've gone on other trips. You can tell them about that. You share experiences. You share your life stories, really. But you're seeing amazing things on these trips. It's so cool.
Yeah, and a lot of our travelers are from Wisconsin, but because we have listeners all over the U.S., because lots of our Wisconsin travelers have friends and family that live in other states that want to come, you get to travel with like-minded people. You get to travel with people who are passionate about travel and about the same area that you are in. I'm thinking about our World War I and World War II trips that we've got. You have a lot of the historians and, again, people that are really invested into the same type of area that you're in. So, yeah, it's just a really cool opportunity. So I definitely would encourage everyone to sign up for that because we've only launched our first wave. We definitely have more to come. And as the show goes on a little bit, we can talk more about the ones that got launched on Thursday.
Isn't it amazing? We're just into 2026 and we're already talking about 2027.
And you know what? Our groups team is already sourcing 28 because they've already started to come out. And people, again, they want to plan. These are not small, weekend trips. These are big ones, and they want to really make sure that they've got them spread out and they've got the availability and the time off. And it's a good idea to think ahead.
And just a quick sort of testimonial. If you're a first-time traveler, maybe you've never been, if you want an experience that you're going to love, first time you've been in Europe or even Africa, if you want to go that far, or Asia or wherever you're going, Fox makes that easy. They make you comfortable. And I've talked to first-time travelers on some of my trips. Before and after, they were a little nervous at before, which is not uncommon, but we can settle them because it's such a great experience. You have the leadership there, you have the great team that you work with, and the communication is as good as it gets. That's what I love about Fox World Travel.
Yeah, and it's an easy way to go. You've got someone handling your baggage. You've got someone handling the logistics and the driving. Can you do self-drive through a lot of the destinations that we go to? Sure, but when you're driving, you don't get to see the stuff.
Exactly.
So you've got somebody on the bus that's telling you, the ins and the outs, and people that are really, from that area immersed. They've got all of the cool background stories and the history behind the areas. So it's a great way to travel. We do everything. We do custom, we call it FITs, which is foreign independent travel. We can help customize something for you, but group travel is, like you said, a really great way to get to that destination and see it in a very different way.
Andrea Pradarelli, Steve Scaffidi for Fox World Travel. We got some text questions. Phone calls are welcome as well, 855-616-1620. Quick break. We'll get to those questions after this on 620 WTMJ.
John Mercure here, excited to be joined by my friend Jay Saunders, Senior PR Manager at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Hey, Jay, sounds like a lot of ways to win big these days, including a new car.
That's right, John. We're going to have 3 lucky winners with a chance to get a new car as part of our Winning Hits Collection celebration. Every month we have a new promotion so you can win entries into the grand prize drawing. Right now you're invited to break the bank by playing your favorite slot machines with your rewards card, and you could win some cold hard cash on Thursdays. Other great ways to win right now, we've got $10 blackjack Mondays and Tuesdays this month. And right now, the major series of poker tour is here at Potawatomi. Our event center has been transformed into the biggest poker room in town, and there are still events that you can enter and win throughout the weekends. Or if you just want to watch some great poker, come on in and check it out.
That sounds fun, and all that winning works up an appetite. Tell us how you've got us covered there.
Well, with 12 bars and restaurants, John, don't miss a great steak over at Dream Dance Steakhouse, some really good Asian food at Ru Yi. And right now, in honor of our 35th anniversary, we have deals like a 35-cent cup of coffee at Cream City, $35 dinner for 2 over at Ru Yi, and bottled wines, select bottled wines at Dream Dance, you can guess, $35 a piece.
Man, that sounds like such a great deal. All right, there's always a lot going on at the Potawatomi Sportsbook. What about right now?
That's right. We're your Bucks fan headquarters. We've got free shuttles for remaining home games. It may be February, but we're right around the corner from March Madness and baseball opening day, and we got a big party planned for that. Whatever your sport, you can find it right here at the Potawatomi Sportsbook.
That's what makes it so special. For more information, check out Potawatomi.com. Everything is right there. Jay Saunders, Senior PR Manager at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. I love this place. You need to check it out. Jay, thank you so much.
Thanks, John.
Take your travel tips from the travel experts. Welcome back to the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Welcome. Saturday, Fox World Travel. Rose Gray is, as I say, on assignment. She's actually just having some fun.
It's a real-life trip this time that she gets to take, a real-life vacation.
God bless her, because I've seen her really work on listener trips and all the Fox World group travel you do, and she deserves some time off.
People truly think she's got like the easiest job ever, but yeah, I've been on some trips with her too, and she works her butt off, man. It's a lot of stuff you gotta handle.
That voice is Andrea Pradarelli. This is Steve Scaffidi from Point Taken. All right, so let's get some of these questions before the bottom of the hour news with Nazir Spencer. My wife and I plan to travel to Italy this October. Is it too late? Would an agent work with us to plan that? General cost for that service?
Definitely not too late. We have a lot of people right now that are reaching out about summer and fall travel to Europe. So this is the perfect time to start planning. I wouldn't wait too much longer just because availability goes down, costs go up the closer we get. But yeah, we have lots of team members at Fox that are very well versed in Italy. My recommendation would be, even over this weekend, you can go to our website, foxworldtravel.com. Again, if you click on the vacation travel tab, because we do several different business lines that we have business travel meetings and incentives, but click on the vacation travel tab, and then you can see all of our travel advisors. You can read their bios, see what areas of interest they specialize in, and you can actually shoot them an email right from the website and get started with them so they can reach out to you when they're back in the office on Monday.
And as someone who's been to Italy 5 times, and including Sicily, it is a must-see. It is amazing. And I would encourage you to do both the big city for a day or two, but then get out.
Yeah,
Tuscany's amazing.
You can handle Rome in like 2 days and see it, do all of the sights and sounds. But like you said, getting to some of the areas to the north is definitely a must-do for sure.
A bunch of questions about travel insurance. Now, I listen enough to Rose and Fox World Travel. I know that this is also a must-have. You should invest in travel insurance, but it's never really too late. They have a cruise next month.
Correct. Yes, you can absolutely still purchase insurance, most travel insurance, up until the time of departure. The earlier, the better, obviously, because you just never know what could potentially happen, and you're not going to be covered until you've got that policy. Some insurance has a little bit of rules around it as relates to you have to purchase it within X amount of days from making payment on your trip to have pre-existing conditions cover. So likely you wouldn't get any of those. But yeah, travel insurance is important for so many things, even outside just of cancellation, last minute things that you don't anticipate. Lots of the policies have in-destination coverage. most people don't realize that your medical insurance here in the U.S. doesn't cover you
That's
outside.
a big one. That's a big one.
And this will be your primary medical insurance. This has flight and baggage delays. We have so many people who, get back and their wheel fell off of their suitcase on the carousel, and now you can have insurance help buy you a new suitcase. So there's so many reasons why it's great, and something that I encourage and I never travel without, just because you never know.
Yeah, we purchased it for one of our trips, and we had a complete cancellation. It was a Tuscany trip, the first one I took, and we were reimbursed for that 1 day delay.
Yeah.
So
it's weird, and yet no one wants to cancel. Nobody anticipates having to cancel, but you just never know. And Rose was on a group to Alaska last year where someone's parent fell ill while they were heli hiking on a glacier, and they needed to get off, get back on, and so many of those extra costs that were incurred because of them having to leave early were helped with the insurance. So yeah, there's so many great reasons. We could talk about it for the whole show.
A specific car insurance, they're going to Germany. Is it better idea to purchase rental car insurance on site in Germany, or just buy a policy by their American company?
My preference would be doing it before you get there. You have then more time, less pressure to read more about it and what your insurance here covers. Lots of car insurance here does oftentimes cover rentals. Sometimes it's international, sometimes not. But I don't like the high pressure feeling when I'm on site and feeling like I'm making a last minute decision. So I would prefer to do it here, again, just because you have more time to look into what the coverages are.
Text from the 262, going to Key West. Lucky you. For 5 days in fall for the first time, better option, fly directly into Key West Airport, or is the scenic drive there from Miami worth including in the trip?
Again, that's going to be a personal preference. Mine would be to fly to Miami and do the drive. If you have the time to do it, it is very cool. So many cool sights, and you can stop along the way if you need to for breaks. So my preference would be making the drive, just because it's a cool thing to do.
And I was in South Beach last year. Don't sleep on Miami and South Beach. That's a fun day just on its own.
Yeah, you could do a pre-night in Miami, spend the night, get your car, and make the drive the next day kind of at your leisure.
All right, keep those questions coming, 855-616-1620, so we can answer your questions. And also, what's that big text so you can find out all the cool information that's happening about your events, including a specific one?
855-616-1620. Text F like Fox, W like World, T like Travel to get the link to register for our next event, which is March 5th at the Red Circle Inn in Nashotah, featuring Insight Vacations and African Travel.
And if you want to find out all the 2027 trips, this is the way to do it. You get that inside look.
Yeah, foxworldtravel.com. Click on vacation travel, get to the Fox Group Vacations. That first page is going to give you that nice teal banner that says sign up for our insiders list. Put your email address in, and you will be the first to hear of all of the next drops that we have 2027 and beyond.
All right, Andrew will be back after the break. It's time for the news update from the Breaking News Center. Here is Nazir Spencer.
Thanks, Steve. 2 people are dead and another is recovering after 3 separate shootings within minutes on Milwaukee's north side this morning. Milwaukee Police Department said a double fatal shooting happened around 12:25 a.m. near Vienna Avenue and North 6th Street. A 38-year-old man died at the scene, and a 22-year-old man later died at the hospital. Just 4 minutes later, officers responded to the North 22nd and Locust shooting, where a 63-year-old man was shot and killed. Police are also investigating a shooting near North 54th and Capitol. All investigations are ongoing. Milwaukee police need help finding the person responsible for sexually assaulting a child. It happened around noon on Valentine's Day near 41st and Lisbon near Washington Park. The suspect is described as an Asian man with a slim build and curly black hair. He was last seen wearing a desert camouflage shirt, dark pants, and a tan dark winter-style cap. You can see photos and videos of the suspect on our website at WTMJ.com. Taking a look at the road to Dior, WTMJ time saver traffic on I-94 South. Collector closed at I-4394 South because of a car fire, actually, on the Mitchell interchange. Seems to be backing up I-94 South at that Mitchell interchange, so just be mindful of that on that right shoulder there. Seems to just be backing up all the way down that 94. So again, be mindful of that if you're heading down there towards the Mitchell interchange. Otherwise, across the rest of the system, it is looking pretty clear.
Traffic is sponsored by the famous Fox and Hounds restaurant near Holy Hill.
Buy one dinner, get one free tonight at the historic Fox and Hounds Supper Club, including steak and lobster. And desserts are buy one, get one free. Tables are open, foxandhoundsrestaurant.com.
Here's your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today, mostly cloudy, breezy, and flurries with a high of 34. Tonight, cloudy skies and a few flurries or snow possible with a low of 20. Sunday, very light snow with a high of 30. And Monday, partly cloudy and chilly with a high of 27. And Tuesday, light snow mix with a high of 37. Right now in Madison, it's 26. In Green Bay, 27. In Waukesha, 27. And in Milwaukee, 28 degrees. I'm Nazir Spencer, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time 9:32.
The time to start that home project is now. Get all the information you need to renovate your home during the Spring Home Improvement Showcase. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Join us as we highlight the best partners for you to improve your home, including appliance gallery, comfort awnings, ridgetop exteriors, and Outdoor Living Unlimited. Make your home the best it can be with the Spring Home Improvement Showcase on WTMJ.
No yard is too big or too small. That's right, let Outdoor Living Unlimited design and build your new deck, patio, outdoor shade area, and pergola, and everyone will scream wow when they see your new backyard. For free design and estimate, and get that project started, stop by Outdoor Living Unlimited's resourceful Waukesha showroom and visit OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Imagine unpacking once and waking up somewhere new every morning. That's river cruising with Avalon and Fox World Travel. From castles along the Rhine to cafes on the Danube, Avalon's spacious ships put Europe right outside your window. Slower travel, deeper connections, and unforgettable views. Ready to let Europe come to you? Press the easy button and let Fox World Travel plan it all for you. Call 866-GO-FOX-GO to book your storybook vacation today.
Fishermen, tired of winter? Come in from the cold at MW Marine today, starting at 11 a.m. for a free fishing seminar. Meet Captain Doug Klett, Mercury Pro, as he breaks down springtime muskies on Lake Geneva, where to find them and how to get them to bite. Then check out boats, upgrades, and accessories to get your rig ready for the season. It's free and no reservations required. MW Marine.
Start your Milwaukee weight loss program now to lose weight fast. Many patients lose 20 to 30 pounds in about a month or two. Call for your free weight loss consultation, 262-449-1180. That's 262-449-1180 or online at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. Results may vary.
Plan a perfect vacation, no matter your budget. This is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Welcome to this lovely Saturday in Wisconsin. People are traveling, always traveling. Andrea Pradarelli filling in for Rose Gray, who is having some fun this weekend. And I'm Steve Scaffidi, host of Point Taken on 6Y WTMJ 10 to noon on the weekdays. Very specific question from a listener. They have some time in the afternoon in Fairbanks. Day trip ideas, things to do, things to see. What do you think?
I've got a couple ideas. I really like the idea of doing one of the gold dredges. I think that's kind of a very...
I did that.
Did you? Yeah,
it's
a very culturally unique thing to do there. The Riverboat Discovery Tour is a very, very popular one amongst our travelers that go to Fairbanks. You can do a couple different versions of it, but that would be my big one, would be the Riverboat Discovery. There's a lot of history there. Sometimes they'll do some fishing from there. You can do some crab feasting while you're on the riverboat. But there are definitely some museums that you could hit up if you are, again, more of like a historian. Depending on the time of year that you're going, they have some ice museums, a wildlife sanctuary if you're there in the summertime. So kind of depends what your interests are in, but those are my big ones that I would hit.
This is a personal one because I was looking at my passport. What is the correct amount of time before it expires before you should start that process again? Because I travel 3 to 5 times a year.
I am one that never lets my passport expire.
I wouldn't let it expire, but how soon ahead?
Because you never know. I would say if you don't have a trip planned where you would need it for, obviously, because once you renew that they're gonna take yours. But a good time frame, I would say, probably 6 weeks, just to be safe at the minimum. If you do it, kind of the old school way, where you go in, to the post office or to the county clerk's office to have your photo taken, they will take your non-expired passport and they'll send it in, and then you will get that back. So you will be without one. A lot of people nowadays are doing the renewal online, and we have been seeing people get theirs within 1 to 2 weeks turnaround time. So I wouldn't bank on that, though, just in case something happens. There's a hiccup, there's another government shutdown. But at minimum, I would say probably give it that 6 to 8 weeks time frame.
So everyone knows about TSA pre-check for the most part, but not everyone knows about global entry. I have global entry, and I can tell you, coming back internationally from Cancun to Milwaukee, and that was the first time I ever flew into the international terminal in Milwaukee, because I typically go out of O'Hare. Process was so smooth because I had global entry.
Sure.
Basically, to scan your face, you're through.
Yep. Yeah.
Why should people have global entry?
It saves you so much time when you are going through. Lots of those big international flights come into Chicago for our area, and those lines can get wicked. I mean, I've been like up a hallway, down a different pathway, waiting in those lines. So global entry will fast track you through all of that, and you do also get the TSA pre-check with it, which a lot of people really like.
I think a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
Once you have global entry, you have both then.
Yeah, and actually, I don't even have global entry just because I travel a lot with friends and family that don't have it, and I don't want to,
Right.
say see you guys on the other side. So I stick with them. But we've been talking about getting it for a while now, just because it's a world of difference for fast tracking you through.
We want to give some love to an event you have coming up March 5th, 1 to 3 p.m., the Red Circle Inn in Neshota, Wisconsin. Tell the folks what that is and the coolness of this event, because if you ever thought about doing this is a great way to find out in advance of just booking a trip.
Yeah, so Insight Vacations and African Travel are two of our preferred partners that we work with. They do escorted group tours. We at Fox have some groups with them as well for our Fox exclusive vacations, but they do worldwide. They do domestic. Insight does domestic and worldwide. African Travel obviously will be in Africa, but this event will get you to hear some small presentations from both of the representatives that we have from both companies, to get you, again, more insight information into what each of them offer, where their destinations are, what their itineraries, and what makes them uniquely them, and what makes them special compared, because there are hundreds of tour companies you can look at. We've narrowed it down to ones that we know, we trust, we've vetted, but we want you to get to have that experience as well too.
Yeah, and there's differences in the kinds of trips you can do, from very, very fancy to sort of more roughing it. That's you design the experience along with Fox Road Travel. That's why you guys are so good.
Yeah, and our advisors are well equipped to have those very, good consultations with you to find out what it is that you are looking for. If you want that high level, if you want that higher end experience, those smaller groups, that's what Insight and African Travel are both really known for. Insight, Rose has talked about this too, they'll gut the normal 40 passenger buses and they make them smaller, so you have business class style seating and the more legroom, and again, those smaller groups, more intimate experiences, they can get you into some of the places that you wouldn't get on your own.
And my friends Dennis and Stacy just were there, and they said, oh my God, you wouldn't believe the luxury you're having on this. So the wilds of Africa. It is very, very nice, very comfortable. The food's amazing. As I said, the wine flows, and I'm a wine lover, so as is Rose, we enjoy our wine, so you can still do that even in these sort of very rural, very extreme settings.
Yeah, and you say you're in a camp, like you go to a camp to get on safari, but you can't even imagine what these campsites look like. I mean, they rival some of the top hotels in the world.
It looks amazing. I haven't been, but I've seen the pictures.
Yeah.
It's absolutely spectacular. All right, we'll just tease. You can find out about all the 2027 group travel things for Fox World Travel. How do they do that?
Yeah, foxworldtravel.com is our website. Click on the vacation travel tab and then get to Fox Group Vacations. In there, we, again, still have some space on a few of our 2026 groups, but our big launch of 2027, the bulk of the groups that we are going to be offering, and they are unique. They are fun this year. We've got some one-offs that we haven't done in the last couple years. A good tried and true Southern Italy and Sicily is on there. I know that's one of your favorites. So lots of good stuff that you can take a peek at. You also can book online as well. So if you see one that you're interested in and you want to book it, on Monday morning when we are back in the office, somebody will contact you, talk about flights, talk about insurance, all the extra things that you have. But that would be the way to secure your spot before we're open again on Monday morning.
Nobody better than Fox World Travel. Andrea Pradarelli joining me, Steve Scaffidi from Point Taken. Lots of time left to get your questions in. I've got one for Andrea after the break. I'll give it to her during the break so she can be prepared. All coming up, Foxwood Travel Show, 620 WTMJ.
2026 marks Siding Unlimited's 32nd year of servicing Wisconsin homeowners. And over those 32 years, Siding Unlimited has been recognized as a leader in siding, roofing, windows, and door installation. From windows and doors to siding, roofing, and decks, our team delivers craftsmanship that lasts. Because we're not just remodeling homes, we are building relationships. Hi, I'm Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited. Every projection we see shows homeowners are looking to invest in new replacement windows and doors in 2026, updating and upgrading their home for comfort, color, and style, as well as saving money with energy-efficient windows and doors. We're trusted and the winner of Pella Windows' prestigious and coveted National Pella Platinum Premier Certified Contractor of the Year 5 times, proving that Siding Unlimited is worthy of a call and a chance to help you with your window and door project. Experience, integrity, craftsmanship. Call Siding Unlimited at 262-567-4513 or visit sidingunlimited.com today.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is this weekend only inside the Exposition Center at Wisconsin State Fair Park. Millions of inventory must be sold. Prices are slashed up to 60% off retail, so save thousands. Save big on new hot tubs, spas, and saunas, also cold tubs. Plus, see the Michael Phelps Signature Swim Spas by Master Spas.
Hi, I'm Michael Phelps. Join the swimming revolution.
The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show this weekend only inside the Exposition Center at Wisconsin State Fair Park. Visit 1-800-SPASALE.com.
This message reaches 1 million people or more every week. Spreading the gospel is more than one voice speaking to 1 million. It is and must continue to be 1 million voices, each speaking to one, pointing them to our friend Jesus.
The Lutheran Hour with Dr. Michael Ziegler.
The Lutheran Hour, Sunday mornings at 6:30 on WTMJ.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious accident? It's free. Yes, free, as in it won't cost you anything to speak with us. There's never a fee until we win your case. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Accunet Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
This is Brian Wickert with my son David, president of Accunet. David, we're pre-approving a lot of home shoppers this time of year. Why should someone choose Accunet for their pre-approval?
Dad, getting pre-approved with just any lender is like showing up to a first date in sweatpants. Sure, you're there, but are you really ready to impress? Our rock-solid pre-approval is like showing up in your best outfit with reservations already made. We also have an excellent reputation among real estate agents, so having Accunet's name on your pre-approval can make the difference.
What else?
In addition to clearly stating we verified your credit, income, and down payment, we'll also run the specific home you're looking to buy through our underwriting software to see if we can approve your loan without an appraisal, which sellers and their agents absolutely love. Bottom line, we do everything possible to help you win.
Thanks, David. Don't settle for anything less. Get started with your rock-solid pre-approval by clicking on the blue button today at Accunet.com. That's ACCUNET.com.
Gotta get away? No one does it better. Back to more of the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Andrea Pradarelli filling in for Rose Gray, who's on assignment, having some fun. Steve Scaffidi from Point Taken on 620 WTMJ. A very specific question. You can send your questions in the text line 855-616-1620. I was just here. Good option for a transfer from Tulum Airport, which I didn't even know they had an airport, to Akumal.
So my recommendation would be Amstar. And I know, Steve, you've got some more recent experience with them. They kind of just own the market down there for transportation.
They're everywhere.
They are everywhere. And they do not only transportation, they do off-site tours and excursions that you can book with them. Their website, it's super easy. It's Amstar, AMSTAR, DMC, like Destination Management Company. So AmstarDMC.com. They do transportation at the Cancun airport and now at the Tulum airport, which opened not too terribly long ago. We were just talking in the break. Rose had to make sure she got herself there for, again, on assignment to check it out, just to see what it is. It's a small little airport, but it's a breeze. If you're staying further south in the Riviera Maya, instead of having to drive the 2+ hours, you could fly right into Tulum and get a lot easier to get to some of your hotels.
And I know Rose Gray wanted me to talk about this because I went on my first all-inclusive trip with listeners, and they were all fantastic, and I love these people because they not only wanted to go on the trip with me, but they all had a great time. I loved it. Secrets Divine, which I know you were a part of that story.
Yeah.
It was spectacular. The food, I told you before we started, the Italian food at one of the restaurants, and all the restaurants were amazing, including a seafood barbecue thing they did, which was outstanding, like one of the best I've ever had. Their Italian food rivaled Italy, and I said I've been there 5 times. It was as good as that. That's how good it was.
They bring in those to upper level hotels like Secrets. That would be a 5-star hotel. They bring in some really good rated chefs, and they work their butts off to try and make sure they've got the good authentic menus. They have a French restaurant. They have a Mediterranean restaurant. I love that property. I love that area of Cancun. That really gets you the big white sandy beach, beautiful water.
It looks amazing. The watercolor is amazing. The pictures are amazing.
Calling it Cancun blue is the best I can describe it. You can't, pictures don't do it justice until you're actually there and you see it. And you guys did the catamaran over to Isla, right?
Yes. Do not go there you have to take that trip.
That is
spectacular.
That is my number one recommendation for doing an offsite tour or excursion when you are anywhere in the Cancun Riviera Maya area. You can get up to Playa Mujeres, where they have a marina, and then you take a catamaran over across, it's a couple miles over to this little tiny island called Isla Mujeres, and you can rent golf carts, and they have a really beautiful beach, and they have Playa Norte, which is North Beach in Isla. It typically is in the top 10 best beaches of the world. It is, again, that crystal clear blue water, beautiful white sand. It's so pretty over there.
And we were sitting on the beach over there with Rose, some of our listeners, Greg and Michelle, Kathy and I, and Michelle said, this is what I dreamed of when I came to this area. It was spectacular on the beach, drinking a margarita. It was absolutely spectacular.
Yeah,
so it's the fun thing you can do, just relaxing.
And lots of that area of Mexico oftentimes gets hit with sargassum, which is the seagrass that is kind of an overabundance and hitting that. But when you get north up there to like the Cancun and even into Playa Mujeres and into Isla Mujeres, that they're usually protected from getting as bad of seagrass as what they do in the southern area of Riviera Maya. So that's always like a good way to escape some of the seagrass issues too.
Real quick before we go to break, because after the break, we want to highlight some of the places you can go in 2027 and also your great event in Neshota. For Wisconsin travelers with Fox, what's like the number one international destination, if you know?
Yeah, Europe is huge for us. Most, especially this couple last years, Italy and Spain is really, really hot right now.
Yep.
Iceland is starting to creep into the mix. And what's really great, we send, the fun fact for you about Fox World Travel, we send more people to the state of Alaska than anyone else in the U.S. And once people have gone to Alaska, they always do the what's next. And Iceland tends to be a high on people's bucket lists if they want a similar experience but different. So Iceland is really hot right now. Greece is up there for sure, where people want to go. But yeah, Italy is always a big one for us for sure.
Andrea Pradarelli, Fox World Travel Show. We'll hit the highlights after the break. If you have a quick question, maybe we can squeeze it in as well. 855-616-1620. Our final break, Fox World Travel Show on 620 WTMJ.
When snowstorms hit and the roads turn slick.
These slick roads are pretty brutal.
When school closings start rolling in and traffic slows to a crawl.
The snowfall closing schools in Kenosha.
We've got the latest updates on forecasts and everything else you need to know during severe winter weather. Find Fleet Farm Storm Team alerts on air and online at WTMJ.com or on the WTMJ mobile app. Stay safe. Stay informed with WTMJ.
Hi, this is Michelle Voskel, CPA and team member at the Neil Group. Well, here we are. It is 2026. Remember last year when you said never again? Did it work? You didn't start your business to spend lots of time doing bank reconciliations, cash flow projections, or inventory analysis. Let us help you keep your New Year's resolution to stay on top of your finances and keep your books up to date. Don't do the same thing this year and expect different results. Start the year off on the right foot by calling the Neil Group to help you understand your numbers and make them better. You earned it. We help you keep it. Call 414-325-2040 now to set up a meeting to see how you can make 2026 the best year ever. The first meeting is free. That's 414-325-2040 or visit us at neilgroup.net. That's NEAL group.net.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Rejuvenex.com.
Vince Vitrano for my team at Horner Plumbing. Home improvement, a great New Year's resolution. Time to get on the schedule now. I love Horner not just because of the great work they've done in my home, but because I'm supporting a locally owned business. Horner Plumbing, family owned and operated, been a part of our community since 1969. You get prompt service, honest pricing, and integrity. And let's be honest, if you're not offering those things, you're not going to be around for more than 50 years. Horner Plumbing, a reputation you can trust. Tell them Vinny sent you. HornerPlumbing.com.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting WTMJ.com/contests. That's WTMJ.com/contests.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station. Before you pack your suitcase, hear from the experts. Here's more of the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
All right, Rose Gray is off today. Andrea Pradarelli from Fox World Travel filling in for her, and I'm in for Dayton Kane, who's off somewhere as well. So thanks for joining us on this Saturday, beautiful Saturday here in Wisconsin. All right, let's hit some of the highlights because I know that there is a lot of anticipation, not only for what's next year, but what's this year.
Yeah, there's we still have a few seats left on our 2026 groups that we have. We are looking not looking in the rearview mirror. We're looking forward and seeing what 2027 has in store for us. And again, I know we're talking a lot about our Fox Group vacations and those escorted tours today. Fox can help with everything. We don't specifically just do those. We can help with anything custom. Your warm weather getaway. There are still some seats and some space left for warm weather travel yet in February and in March. I definitely wanted to remind everybody that Jamaica is open. Jamaica is open for business. We had 3 of our advisors actually just there last week doing a bit of a volunteerism trip where they got to do some give backs, but they also went and saw 12 of the big hotels that we sell a lot of, and they are good. They are open. They've fixed any of the damage that they've had from the big hurricane, and they are the pricing is actually really good for Jamaica too. So I've been seeing some good stuff. So we still some space left for that we can help you with. But yeah, anything that you can dream, we can certainly help make that a reality for you. But I did want to kind of just hit high level a couple of the 2027 groups that we have launched already. And it's all over the place. So I won't hit everyone, but we're doing another Poland trip with Diane, who
I've heard good things.
Yeah, and she is, Diane is 100% Polish. Her parents are from, and she's the manager of our Brookfield office, and she took the last Poland group out, and she's really our subject matter expert. So we've got Poland with Diane, we've got Best of Romania, Swiss Splendors by Rail. We had 3 of them go in 2026, or in 25 and into 26, because rail travel is hot right now too. Rocky Mountaineer is a big one in the U.S. and into Canada, but doing a Swiss rail trip is really high on a lot of people's bucket lists as well. So we've got that one. We've got Iceland. We talked about that before. Scandinavian capitals, charming villages of France, an Irish Christmas market this year. Lots of people think of Christmas markets being more of like the Eastern European area, but Ireland actually has some fantastic Christmas markets. Best of Italy, Southern Italy, and Sicily. I know one of Steve's favorites. And then the one that I'm really excited about too is a trip that we're calling Remembrance and Honor, a Path Through History. So this one's going to hit France, Belgium, Luxembourg, and we are getting a local historian who is certified in all of the battlefields trips and World War I and II, and we've traveled with him before in the past, and we just absolutely love him. So, and we've got a lot of exotics. I know we talked about that trip or the event that we've got going on March 5th with African Travel and Insight Vacations. We have 4 trips to Africa this year with African Travel. And they are going to be South Africa, Zimbabwe, Kenya, and Tanzania. So if that, again, has been something that you've been talking about that you really wanted to get to in the next year or two, going to that event will be great. Even if you can't make it, any of our advisors can certainly talk you through what those trips are, what makes them unique, and maybe what might be the best fit for you.
All right. Producer Isaac gave us a bonus minute, so we have a little extra time.
Oh, perfect.
Question from the 262 for Andrea. What is the best all-inclusive resort in the Cancun area? Subjective question.
Yeah, it definitely is. I really like Secrets the Vine that you've stayed at. Secrets are a big adults-only property that are all over Mexico and the Caribbean, and they just consistently deliver good service. Again, great food, good service, great accommodations, good locations. So that would be one. that I would look at. If adults only is kind of what you're looking for, Live Aqua is another really great one that's in the Cancun area. But there's some Hyatts that I really like if it's a family trip or if adults only isn't what's what you are looking for this time around. Those would be my big three. But again, lots of questions that our advisors would want to ask you to find out really what makes you tick, what interests you have, so we can make sure that we're giving you the best recommendations.
I love this one because it's forward thinking. So 262. Just wondering how soon I should or can, what's probably the most important part of that question, a river cruise in Europe looking for a trip in 2028?
River cruising is... it's always been hot for the last couple of years, but it continues to be. And most of the 2026 product is sold out. So looking ahead for river cruising in Europe this is perfect. They're going to start launching their 2028 product probably in the next month or two. A lot of the big companies will. So this is the perfect time. Talk to an advisor now. Find out which river is the best, which company might be best for you. So that way you are prepared and ready to go when that space becomes available. So we can make sure we're not running into any availability issues. You're getting the best deals, promos. I know Viking is a big one that offers some like free air or discounted air through them. So there's always good stuff when they launch their next year product.
My wife Kathy and I we always look pretty far ahead. 27, we're already looking on that. There's some great deals out there, and the best way, even if you're not even sure where you want to go, Fox World Travel, that can start the conversation because they will talk to you about what the options are. So give them all the numbers they need to find out.
Yeah, absolutely. So 866-GO-FOX-GO is the best number that you can call. We are open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. We do have some extended hours during the winter months. We're open at 8 and we close at 6 from Monday through Thursday. But 9 to 5 is always going to be the best way to get a hold of somebody Monday through Friday. Again, 866-GO-FOX-GO, best number you can call. And you can always at any time of the day, any time of the week, go to our website, foxworldtravel.com. Down in the bottom right-hand corner is a gold banner that says plan your trip. That you can give some very basic information, where you're thinking of going, time frame, any additional information that you want. We have a team that goes through those online leads that come in or inquiries that come in, and they will put you in the hands of someone that is familiar with your destination, your specific travel style that you're looking for, and they can work with you. Again, as far out as you can possibly dream at this point. Better to get in now, talk through all of that, and then we can make sure we get you in the right place.
All right, in 10 seconds or less, actually 5 seconds or less, your favorite place you've ever traveled?
Jamaica. We go all the time. It's a family
Which
trip
I've never
for
been.
us.
All right, news is next, right here on 620 WTMJ.
The preceding program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World Travel and not WTMJ or Good Karma Brands.
All different types of injury lawyers advertise. Cartoon lawyers, bobblehead lawyers, and folks chasing ambulances with text messages. Our clients don't want or need such lawyers. Our clients know, like, and trust that Pasternak and Zergabel will help in their time of need. I'm Jeff Zergabel of Pasternak and Zergabel.